Hi folks, welcome back to Glue Snuff Garage. This is a update on my projecttofu Aoshima Skyline GTR track car that I'm building. Kinda skipped ahead a little bit and get a bit carried away before I done an update, so there's a few things I'm going to cover in this video, sort of what I've got done so far. So let's take a closer look. Okay, so the first thing here, I've got these Advan Racing RSDF forged wheels. They arrived the other day. It's kind of held up a little bit. I ordered the kit, but some of the parts didn't arrive at the same time as the kit, so held up with getting started on it, but I've made good progress so far. So I've got these Advan Racing wheels. They're 19-inch. They come chrome as standard, but I've given them a little coat of paint to go with the paint job that I'm going to be doing on the car. So this was Tamiya Mica Red. It gives it a really nice shimmer. Really like the colour of these, they turned out really nice. And really nice wheels, really nice tread pattern and stuff on them, and the tyres. I test fitted them on the car. They look a little bit big, but I'll wait until everything's put together, and when I'm nearer the end I'll see how I feel about them. But we'll have a wee look at that later on in the video. The wheel kit also comes with these decals. Loads of Advan, Yokohama and Nenkai decals. Get centre caps here for the wheels. These go in one of the spokes of the wheels too, so it's quite nice to get some extra decals, so they'll come in handy when I'm doing my finishing touches to the car. I also got some photoetch parts. These are hobby design. It's actually for a Initial D R32 Skyline, but I discovered that they basically fit on this because it's almost the same kit. A couple of slight differences. Some of the parts won't be getting used because they don't fit this body, but I'd say about a good 3/4 of them I'll be able to use. So you get some of them I've already taken off that I've already put on the car, but we'll have a look at that soon. You've got a nice radiator here, various vents. This section's for the rear lights. Got a dashboard there. If you can see the dials there. Wiper blades, mirrors. And then on this one, brake discs, more wipers. You've got your Initial D photoetch license plates, which are really nice. I won't be using them, but I might use them in a future build. I'll keep a hold of them. And then I've got here, a lot of these parts are gone. I've already put them in the car, but these are spoiler pieces for making your rear spoiler. And then we've got various buckles for your seat belts, hood pins, GTR badges, nice Nissan badge there. I think these parts at the top here, they're more spoiler pieces. I'm not sure if I'll be using the spoiler pieces, but these will always come in handy for future builds. It's always, the photoetch always looks quite nice. And then here we've got some tiny screws, and some buckles for seat belts. I'm going to be making a harness, so those seat belt buckles won't be getting used, but again we'll be using them in a future build, and some seat belt material here as well. So a really nice photoetch kit there. I've already put some of the stuff together with the photoetch. I've got the brake discs here, front brake discs, and the rear brake discs. I've also prepped the body shelf, sanded off most of the flash that was here. I just need to give it a little clean up, so I'll get rid of most of that. That'll be getting ready for paint soon. I actually need to remove this bonnet. There's some work that I need to do here. I need to remove this bonnet. I've got a replacement bonnet here. I need to cut this one out and then fit this. I've also got some styrene sheets here because I'm going to be making some splitters for the car, front and rear. I'll have a rear diffuser coming out the back here and a sort of large splitter coming out from the under the front bumper. I'm making this as a time attack car. So if you've ever checked out any time attack races, time trials and stuff, they're pretty extreme when it comes to the wings and splitters and spoilers and stuff. So that's kind of what I'm aiming for. So I'll be making, sort of mocking up some splitters and try to see how I'm going to get it to fit. Got an idea in my head, but I might get the body shell painted first. I'll see how it goes. The kit also comes with kind of half an engine. The competition, the build off that I'm entering in, the category that I'll be entering this car into, you're not supposed to have an engine. I've went ahead and started building the engine anyway, but I think when I enter it, I'll just keep the engine out of it, because the next category up requires a lot more work and a lot more parts, and I'm not confident that my skill level is at the level of some of the work that I'm seeing getting posted on the 124 JDM group. So I'm going to keep it in the custom roller category, not the race ready category, because I think I might stand a better chance. So let's have a wee look at the engine parts that I've painted. Okay, so here we've got the engine bay. Here, as you can see, sort of half of the engine is already moulded into the engine bay, so this isn't a proper sort of separate engine. You're just adding things onto this really basic block that's already cast in here. So I've already sort of given it a coat of paint, and I'll just need to start adding the parts in. Got the radiator here with the Hobby Design photo etch in it. I think it looks really nice. I'm really glad I went with the photo etch. It's definitely adds quite a lot to this. That's the back here there, the photo etch on the back. Then I've got the cam cover here, also been painted. I think pretty much all the engine parts are painted, it just needs assembling. I was waiting until I got everything in place before I started any major assemblage. Nice battery there. Some of these I need to just finish off the paint, it's not quite finished, but radiator hoses, and sorry, that's the radiator hose, that was a intake pipe, I think. Front of the engine here. Yeah, RB on the front there. Air intake, washer bottle, brake booster. Pulleys, belts. That's your intake manifold. Turbo timer, I think that is there. Some pipe work. I'm doing some sort of gold accents on it so that it carries on with the rest of the paintwork. More intake parts. A couple of turbos there. You can See them? They still need to be painted. But yeah, that's the engine bay there. So I'll put I've done a little mock-up earlier just to see how the wheels sat on the car. So I'll quickly put that together and we can take a wee look at that. So here we have the wheels on, just to give me an idea of the fitment and how it's going to look. It's not actually too bad. When I was looking at it last night, I did this last night and I wasn't 100% sure about the size of the wheels, but now that I'm looking at them again, it doesn't look too bad. They looked really big last night, but that was before I painted them. I gave them a paint and it definitely looked better. So yeah, I'm actually really happy with how those have turned out. So yeah, that was just an update, so I see where I'm up to with this build. Next video, you might see me trying to attempt to make some things out of styrene. I've got some sheets of styrene here, so I'm going to start making some splitters and stuff, possibly get the body painted and start working on the interior. Because this was delayed, it's kind of thrown me off my usual work method, where I would start off with the chassis and do the interior and sort of work through it that way. So this has kind of thrown me off a wee bit because I started doing pieces before the rest of the parts arrived. So I think I might either make a start on the splitters and spoilers, or I possibly might make a start on the interior. The interior, I've got some flocking powder here, so from Hero Boy, Zero Designs. So I'm going to be using, it's a light grey flock, so I'm going to be flocking the interior with this, and possibly the seat as well. I've got a race seat from another a previous build, spare seat that I'm going to use, so possibly be flocking the seat as well. So yeah, that was just an update on the Project Tofu Skyline. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. If you're interested in taking part of the build, there's still 2 weeks left to enter. You could head over to the 124 JDM Facebook group, have a look at the criteria to enter and get a kit, get yourself entered. A lot of really cool projects on the go just now. Some people have been posting updates, some stiff competition, but it looks like we're going to see some really good models at the end of this. So yeah, check that out. Thanks for watching the video. If you like it, give us a wee like and a subscribe, leave a wee comment to say hello, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, bye.